6-7 minutes to get to my place, and I'll take like, you know, the quick way that I take. Go ahead and you'll have a seat here.
Cool. This is awesome. Your room is a studio.
Yeah.
So neat.
Yeah.
I've never seen how a podcast works before.
Yeah. Well, neither have I. So.
This is kind of new.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, kind of new. I haven't really been promoting it much. I've just been kind of telling people. I'm gonna start promoting it after 50 because I feel like I don't know.
After 50.
After 50 episodes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Oh,
what
cool.
episode is this?
28.
Wow.
I think 27 or 28.
Do they go out live or do they
No.
tape?
Yeah, they're all just on YouTube.
Sweet.
I'm gonna open the store. It's friggin' hot.
Yeah.
I was cleaning, but man, I haven't had a lot of people here, so I wasn't able to clean too much.
That's all good. Yeah, this is cool. Is that your artwork?
No, no, yeah, it's a friend of Kathleen's, who's a friend of mine.
Cool.
No.
Oh, yeah, I met her at the, oh, no, oh, I was thinking of, I met Non at the Man? Non?
Man, yeah.
Same Fest.
Same Fest, yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she said she's a guitar player.
She is. She's played guitar and bass for Twisted Black Soul.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she good?
She's really good.
Wow. That's cool.
Really good guitar. In fact, we were gonna have her. We were gonna have her just play guitar, and I was gonna play bass. We were gonna switch it up, but she's got too much family stuff going on, so.
She told us she just moved to Palos Verdes.
Yeah. I'm gonna have her on. I'm gonna have her on this show. I keep forgetting to text her. Let's see if she's still down.
Cool. I just put new strings on, so they're kind of stretching.
No problem.
Okay, that's really how lost you got. Hello. Okay, cool. Did you find my car? Okay, cool. I'm gonna walk down the driveway and find you. Oh, okay, cool. It's around the back.
Oh, you made it here. I was gonna actually have you. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Let's put that here.
Okay, cool.
Put that over here.
That'll work.
And then Melody, you can have seats. On the bed.
Turn my ringer off.
Yeah, ring her off.
That's
Go ahead. This is your spot. This is the guest spot. You can sit back, hang out, lie down, whatever you want to do.
Hanging out.
Yeah, this is the green
Are
room.
you done? Oh.
Yeah.
How you been?
Good. Good. I was like rushing. I haven't had a guest in a while, so I was like cleaning up and stuff. Usually, like I have a guest once a week, so cleanup's real easy. But oh man.
Just for you.
Oh yeah, thank you. I actually have one.
Oh, you do?
I have one. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But we can like go over it
Sure.
just in case.
Sure.
All right. Let me check your levels.
All
Go ahead and you can speak. You don't have to speak like directly over it, like on the side.
right. Okay.
It's actually
Just
best.
like this?
No, bring it like right to your mouth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then we can even move it.
Yeah. Okay. Then when I have the guitar.
Yeah, you can move that closer. Yeah, just here.
Smile.
We'll have you talk for now.
Okay.
We'll do that a little later.
All right.
I just got this carpet. It's kind of a bad idea, but whatever. My
It
cat.
looks good.
I have a cat, so.
What kind of cat do you
Cat,
have?
my Jonas. 19-year-old orange tabby.
Wow, 19.
Yeah.
Is she indoor, outdoor?
Kind of both. Hold on. Let me check your levels. Talk a bit.
Hello there. Hello.
Bring it right.
All right. Cool. All right.
Perfect.
It's a beautiful day in the hills of.
Yeah.
Are we in Cypress Park?
Glassell
or-
Park.
Glassell Park. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Wow.
Yeah. We're just down up the hill from Cafe Nella.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I
it's
saw
not
on-
too far.
on Division Street.
Right.
Yeah,
Where are you
it's cool.
guys?
I live in San Pedro.
San Pedro.
Yeah.
Oh shit. No, yeah, no problem, no problem.
It's okay if I move it down just a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I feel like I'm like staring right into it.
Yeah. No, of course.
All right.
Is
Is that okay right there?
Yes.
Hello.
Usually we would have headphones, but I still haven't figured out. There's a delay. Talk.
Yes. Hello.
That's good.
All right.
That's good. I'll mess with it a little later.
Okay.
Look good. Cool.
Is that the mask that you wore at the show?
Yeah, that's a Satan mask. I got
That's so
that in
awesome.
Venice.
That's so cool.
I was just in Venice in November, and
Nice.
I saw it, and I was like, I have to have
I
it.
have to have it.
Yeah, it's a Venice mask.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So how are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Are we on right now?
We're on. We've
Oh,
been
sweet.
recording. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow. That's good. More
Yeah.
natural that way.
Yeah.
All right. We're in the hills of
Oh,
Glassell
yeah.
Park.
We're in the Glassell Park. Yeah, I have one gimmick. Well, I have two gimmicks. We don't even have to do this. Yeah. You flipped us over. I usually have
Oh.
the guests do it. I can do it.
Oh,
if
you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, can you
Melody,
do it?
Can you reach
Go,
it
go for it.
more easily? I'm so glad
No
the
problem.
melody's here.
There you go. All right.
right.
The hour
Cool.
has begun. This is the
So
Deadly
we-
Hour.
Deadly Hour.
It is 1 hour exactly.
Is that the name of the show?
Yeah, the Deadly
Nice.
Hour.
Oh, that's
yeah.
great.
I also have these cards. They're like topic cards.
Uh-huh.
So like we can like just like pull stuff, whatever, and then we can talk about television.
All
Right?
right.
There's what's your favorite TV show?
I watch so much television. Right
Yeah.
now, I watch way too much television. I always have. I think I was raised by television.
Yeah.
Star Trek and Speed Racer were my favorites when I was a little kid. And now I'm binge watching Weeds with Melody.
Oh, nice. How was that?
It's amazing.
Yeah. Where are you
Yeah.
originally from?
From Agora.
Agura Hills?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not too
Yeah.
not too far.
When I was a little kid.
Isn't that where they have the
The Renaissance Fair.
No.
Oh,
Oh, do they have
they
a
used to.
Renaissance
Yeah,
Fair
they
over
used
there?
to for a
Yeah,
while,
now it's
right.
out in Irwindale.
Yeah.
Do you ever
exactly.
go?
Yeah, we went this year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mel-
what'd you think?
It was amazing.
First time? Or?
Yeah, first time. Melody's son was working there, so we got in free and just roamed around and
Nice.
yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. What were you? Did you dress up?
No,
No.
I just wore my Dodgers baseball hat.
Yeah, it's a fun time. My
Yeah.
friends dress up as like barbarians, and then I have this one friend who like dance for like change. He's like a beggar. He's so
Nice.
ridiculous,
That's
and people like totally play along.
Mhm.
They're like, "Dance for us, beggar," and it's crazy. He's a silly dude.
That
So
sounds fun.
Agora Hills. No, there's there's that one venue where they have like all those bands, all those like cover bands play,
yeah,
right?
and the retrospective stuff, the Canyon Club.
The Canyon Club.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
I saw Dick Dale there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I saw Dick Dale at the Santa Monica Pier 100th anniversary of the Santa Monica Pier.
Okay.
It was amazing. He played
Oh,
that
yeah.
song that starts off Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
No
Miserloo or Miserloo, whatever.
Yeah, it was rad. Yeah. So
That's
yeah, I was a little kid in Agora Hills, and then it was really underdeveloped. It was really great to be a kid there because there was just like wilderness behind our
Oh,
house.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So what'd you do? You'd like go on adventures
Fishing
and stuff?
yeah, like
Oh, really?
catching
God,
tadpoles.
fishing like
and-
not too far from Los Angeles.
Yeah, no, just walk
was
5
like
minutes
having-
from my house. Yeah.
Yeah, like country life.
With my dad, yeah, it's like Little House on the Prairie land or something.
Wow.
Yeah, and then when I was like 9 or 8, moved to Upland, which is near Pomona.
Yeah, no, I know Upland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to spend a lot of time in San Dimas.
Oh,
So
cool.
I know
yeah.
Upland. I know
Very
that area.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, I lived in Venice for a while and Alaska for a while and
Alaska.
all over the place. Yeah.
What were you doing in Alaska?
Working. Yeah.
Okay.
Adventuring.
What
Yeah.
kind of job?
Salmon. Working in
Salmon?
the
Oh, really?
fishing industry.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you started fishing in Agora Hills, and then you
Worked
ended
my
up
way up
liking
to
it. Oh,
Alaska.
really? Oh, no way. Is that what you do now?
Yeah. No, I help homeless people find housing for a full-time job.
Really?
Uh huh.
No shit.
Yeah,
How do you like that?
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
very
so
rewarding.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
that's the
gonna
word.
say.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I went on this date with this gal. It was only one date. It was like a Tinder date, you know.
Uh huh. Right.
And but she works for the Department of Los Angeles too. She just to talk about homeless people. Like she goes to different cities in Los Angeles County just to talk to them about homeless and what to do about homeless people in their city and stuff like that, and
Right.
blah blah blah. It's
That's cool.
It's a growing issue apparently.
Oh yeah, it just keeps. Yeah, we get more people every day.
Yeah.
So in my program, yeah, we just we find them permanent housing and just help them, get along with folks so that they can keep their housing, which is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
So, sometimes they bring in on their buddies from the street and they, have parties and all night, and then we get calls from the property managers. So it's my job to be the diplomat between the tenants and the property managers to try
Yeah.
to work out problems and to
Wow.
find property managers who are willing
And you
to
party, so you have some empathy, I'm sure.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't want. We work with with something called harm reduction, where we don't tell people we don't get preachy and tell people what to do. We
Yeah.
just inform them on what what will happen if they continue to
Right.
not be able to control
Just
the
tell them the gist.
behavior. Yeah. Just say if this goes on, you might lose your housing, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's not me that's going to kick you out. It's the property manager.
Right.
Just work with them. And
Yeah.
A lot of people adjust. It's really fun though. I like that job.
That's cool. Yeah, you meet a lot of cool people. Do they know that you rock, that you play music?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of times with I've had some members who we call them members at where I work instead of clients, who are very hard to engage in conversation. A lot of times we connect through old, Black Sabbath, or rocking out on. I'll take them around looking at
Oh, nice.
apartments. I remember one guy, I wasn't having much luck talking to him, so I
Yeah.
just turned up KLOS and
Yeah.
and Black Sabbath was jamming. He's
Yeah.
like rocking out. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you like this kind of stuff? Oh yeah, I've seen Sabbath in 70 whatever.
Right.
I've seen Zeppelin and blah blah blah, and then Zeppelin will come on or whatever, and you
Yeah.
just connect that way. So music really helps make
Nice.
connections. Yeah.
Yeah. Were those some of your influences? Black Sabbath,
Oh yeah,
Led
I
Zeppelin?
was fully into anything Jimmy Page, like Yardbirds I was probably my first huge guitar band that I really loved. Yeah, I think I like the Yardbirds better than any of the British Invasion
Wow.
bands. Yeah, I like them, and anything that had to do with Roger Waters of Pink Floyd, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed him too.
Roger Waters is great. I've seen him
Yeah.
a couple times.
Solo?
Yeah, solo.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Yeah.
Have you seen Pink Floyd?
Yeah, I saw
Proper?
Pink Floyd
Oh.
and Roger Waters separately,
Okay.
just after they broke up, in the
Yeah.
late 80s.
Yeah,
I wanted to see them together, of course.
Sure.
But I saw them separately at the Forum, both at the Forum, in I think it was 86 or 80. I think it was 87 actually.
Yeah.
And so it was Roger Waters' Radio Chaos tour and Pink Floyd, whatever that album was. I stopped following Pink Floyd
Yeah.
after I think it was the Delicate Sounds of Thunder or the one
Yeah,
before
yeah.
that. I can't remember.
Do
But
they play right after each other? That'd be
yeah,
funny.
it was within a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Pink Floyd
That's so
first,
silly.
and it was awesome. But they
Yeah.
had this really obnoxious sax player that played through the whole thing. It was like, oh my God, shut that dude
Weird.
up.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was pretty cool. They
Know
had
your
the-
place, saxophone player.
Right, exactly. We're not in New York. Little fear reference there. And
What fear reference?
yeah, it's New York's all right if you like saxophones.
Oh, I see. No, it's funny because the venues I went to this last time I was in New York, saxophones.
Really?
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
I swear to
true.
God, yeah. I was like, oh, I guess that's a thing. That's why I left.
Right? Oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, it's it. Yeah, this is Melody. This is my girlfriend Melody.
Yeah, Melody's here. We have a
She-
guest.
She speaks up for saxophone. She likes
Oh.
Stan Getz and
Dang.
Coltrane and stuff.
Do you like John Zorn? That's my favorite saxophone player. He's crazy. John Zorn.
Like experimental
Experimental guy, yeah.
Minimalist kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old guard.
The
yeah,
old
the
guard.
smoky smoky nightclub sound.
He can do some cool stuff though, John Zorn. Like he does, like he made like a pop album, quote unquote, and it was real good.
Nice.
But yeah, most of it's just noise.
Excellent.
Just him like just trying to find like the craziest sounds on the saxophone. I love it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, so to get back to your question, yeah. So I was super into classic rock because I didn't really know anything else existed until I heard Suicidal Tendencies on the radio one time.
Shit.
After a really bad date with some high school dance or something, and I was like, how do I get out of this? And then Institutionalized came on the radio, and I thought it was like a commercial of some kind at first. And I was like, it was on KSPC on 88.7, and I just randomly found it, and I was like, Mom, all I want was a Pepsi. She wouldn't give it to me. I was like, what is this? I just cranked it up. I was like, I'd never heard anything like that. And then they start rocking out. It's like 85 or something. And I was like, that got me like interested. And so I asked some friends, like, what was that? And they're like, they got me into TSOL and Meat Puppets and stuff like that. And I discovered Joy Division, which is more the gothy, stuff. And I love that stuff too.
So that shirt, everyone's wearing that shirt.
Oh, I know.
Side note, I was at Disneyland. And I was like, God, the same person. We keep walking by the same person. We're in Joy Division. I'm like, yeah, but wasn't that last guy like white? This guy was a different ethnicity. And we're like, wait a minute. There were like 9 different people that we started noticing that had the same Joy Division shirt.
Right. Have you seen the one
weird.
with the Mickey Mouse ears with the Joy
No.
Division?
Is that like a thing with Disneyland?
I guess so.
And Joy Division?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
There must be.
I don't get it.
I don't know either. But
okay.
Someone at work was wearing, the Mickey Mouse silhouette with the seismic waves kind of thing. The Joy Division waves. I was like, wait, is that a
There must be
Mickey?
some
There's a connection there
Disney
somehow,
and
but
Joy Division connection.
I don't know what it is.
Anyways, all right. So
Dark Ride or something.
Did you ever get into like the goth stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, my songwriting buddy introduced me to all that stuff, Bauhaus and the Damned and stuff like that.
Yeah, Bauhaus.
And Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, right.
And all that stuff. But I want to do like a side project where I like do southern rock versions of gothic songs.
Just all. Oh, okay.
Roscoe P. Coltrane. Boss hog, boss hog, boss hog.
Nice. Yeah. You got to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Please.
To the center of the city and to the center of Montana at the rodeo waiting for you. To the depths of the ocean wrangling seahorses waiting for you. I was moving without motion to the silence, looking for Bo and Luke Duke. In a room with no window in the corner, Melody's trying on her Daisy Dukes.
When did you start playing? When did this all start?
I actually started playing drums when I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my mom and dad...
We're like, let's get him something real noisy.
Right, it was actually my little brother's little toy drum set.
Oh, no shit.
Mm-hmm. And, so I just started playing along with Monkees records and Beatles records or whatever, mostly Monkees records. And I just kind of learned what the basics are about the timing of, of pop and rock. I was like maybe 8 or 9.
Oh, man.
First moved to Upland. Yeah. First moved to Upland. I didn't have much to do. Didn't really know anybody yet. So I just like listened to the Monkees and drum along. And and then my mom gave me her Spanish acoustic guitar when I was like 13.
Awesome.
And then started playing in my first punk band, which is called Chuck, when I was 18. And I played rhythm guitar and sang. And my little brother played keyboards and sang.
Nice.
My little brother John. And and that was super fun. We would just play in front of grocery stores if we had no place to play.
Yeah.
We just plug into the Aquavans or whatever, and just play until the cops would come and go, "What are you guys doing?" And like, practicing in front of people.
And what would they write you a ticket or just be like, "Get along now"?
Apparently,
go away.
Yeah, get along. You know, and then there was always something like, I used to play when I was a kid. I know what you know what I mean? Like relating to us.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, cool, dude.
We had that happen sort of at our house. We had in East LA. We had a cop stop, and we were like, I was like, oh shit, gotta talk to the cops, probably too loud or whatever, go over to them. They're like, oh, we just wanted to check it out. I'm like, I used to play drums and just wanted to see what you guys were all doing.
Cool. Yeah.
I was like, cool. Okay. I was like, I don't know if he's just screwing with me or what. He wasn't.
Yeah, it's like that happened to us a lot too. And one time we played at a fireworks show like across from Upland High School. They had this huge fireworks show every 4th of July. So there's an Alpha Beta grocery store right across the street. We decided we were going to have a captive audience of like 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So we just plugged right in and started playing.
Cool.
And Thomas, my buddy, started playing the Star Spangled Banner with a Nixon mask and an afro wig on. And it was fun, but not everyone thought it was great. This guy came up and he's like, you look like you're 18, pointing at me. He's like, this is officially a crime now. I'm an undercover cop. And I was like, whatever, dude.
Yeah,
So as soon as he walked away, I was like, we played the same song over and over.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Any other bands after Chuck?
Yeah, well, it pretty much, we changed our names a lot. There was the Buff Tender Chicken Eaters was one of them. At Occidental College, we played under that name.
Oh, you went to Occidental?
Yeah, went to Occidental.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Lone and the Two Stones was another one, and a whole bunch of different names, like temporary 1-gig names.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, I had my first release with the name Fip Placard on the Shrimper label, and then I was like, I better find a better, more logical band name. So I was like, I had heard Hawkwind was like a space metal kind of thing, where kind of music we were going in, but I hadn't actually heard Hawkwind's music.
Yeah.
I was like, Goosewind's kind of a funny name, you know, because it's kind of goofy, like Hawkwind's all streamlined.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
serious. And
Oh,
I
so
was
that's
like,
where
Goosewind's kind of
Gooswind
goofy
comes
and
in.
fun, right? And then so I was like, I'm gonna name the band Goosewind for the next release, right? So so I changed my stage name to Rick Goosewind, and I've been that ever since like '91.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, been on a bunch of like lo-fi independent labels with that band name.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've seen it. That's right. I've seen it. I like looked you guys up when we were playing together, and I saw all this stuff on Bandcamp. Do you guys still have it on Bandcamp?
Yeah, some friends of mine are archivists. Were really nice, and I thought that those tapes were long lost. Like no one ever cared about those.
No way.
And then
really?
then I found out. Yeah, this guy from Italy like told me, like got a hold of me and said that he'd been archiving that stuff since the late 90s.
Wow.
And he had all our cassette releases. Yeah, that's it. This guy Luigi and Scott Mead from Milwaukee, from Wisconsin, archived all my old stuff and put it on Bandcamp.
Wow.
So that was really nice of them. I've been really lucky with that kind of music, the lo-fi experimental stuff, because all I need is a 4-track. You know, I was on the tape trading scene, and
I think I listened to
fun.
all of this one. Is it what? How do you pronounce it? Sesso? Something? Il Sesso?
Yeah. Was it like phonetic?
La morte e lo spazio esterno.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's Italian for sex, death, and outer space.
Okay. Cool.
And that's pretty much encapsulates what Goosewind music is all about. And
which one's the first one? Is it this one?
Manimoto was the first one that got like international attention.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember me and my girlfriend were going up to Vancouver touring to support the first single on Baby Huey label, run by the really good DJ named Bill Chen, and it was a split release with Shrimper, the first label I was on. And we were going to Vancouver, and some guy like he goes, "You're Goosewind?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "A review just came out on your tape," and I was not aware of this at all. In a magazine called Roller Derby, put out by Lisa Suckdog Carver, and I read the review, and it was great. It was the first time I'd seen a review of our stuff in print, and I was like, "Wow, he's really getting it out there to the world," you know. So we got the red carpet treatment and the underground on that whole summer of '92. It's super fun.
No shit.
Yeah.
I gotta listen. I think I listened to this album too. I like that it's all untitled. Is that just this is, or all the songs actually untitled?
They're all untitled.
Oh, they are untitled.
It's just very like experimental 4-track stuff. I mean, since then I've when I put excerpts on different different things, you know, then I
Mhm.
title the things. Like the first noise piece on Mani Moda, which is the first song that we got on the radio
Mm-hmm.
on KSPC, was, now I call it Goat Heads, but at the time it wasn't titled.
It
None
was
of the
just-
songs are titled.
Okay.
But there are, like, there's space between songs to, like, say that they could be titled.
Right.
But yeah. So Mani Moda was a pinch hitter for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and I just like the name.
I've heard that. I used to go to the Dodgers when I was a little kid. The
Right.
name, I'm sure I remember hearing Manny Mota.
Manny,
Yeah.
Mota.
Right. And then Come Smoke a Cigarette.
Yeah, that was our first German release on this label called Very Good Records out of Dortmund, Germany.
Nice.
So things kind of dissolved with Shrimper, and I got a letter of interest from Warner Brothers, and that like caused a lot of like turmoil, I guess, and with the label that I was on, I
Yeah.
guess. And next thing I know, they did not want to have anything to do with me. Like, I was like, what? Just because I got a letter?
Yeah.
And so me and my friend were like, didn't know it was such a like a law breaking thing to get a letter from somebody like that. So we lost the letter, and then got a letter from this guy who's starting up his own label in Dortmund, Germany, and responded to that, and he put out a collection on vinyl and a single too, an EP actually on vinyl,
Damn.
and that was that one. Yeah.
And
And he was an archivist too, so he's a collector of that.
That's what this is, by the way. This podcast, I'm just trying to archive like all the cool people I've been meeting and stuff in the LA scene.
Nice.
It's funny that you say he's an archivist. That's what you call it?
I guess. I mean,
Okay.
people that like actually find this relatively obscure stuff and collect it, so that years later, when people have forgotten about it, they bring it up and say, no, that really existed.
That's sweet.
Sometimes I forgot that. I was like, did that really happen? Sure did.
Yeah, our memories are like, yeah. And I think that happened, but
Right.
here's the proof.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
What about Black and Silver?
Black and Silver is more of a compiled kind of thing. I had a bunch of unreleased stuff in the late 90s and the early 2000s.
That's why it's 1987 to 2006, I see.
Yeah, exactly. A bunch of unreleased stuff.
This is a lot of stuff, man. This is
It's
50
like
songs.
50 songs, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, one of them's called Interlude. It goes like that. Post-store grocery stores on there too. I could play that for you. In a
Play
little
that?
bit.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
play it.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, this is dedicated to Melody. I love her laugh. She like laughs at everything I say. Good moral support. I'd like to be with you in a grocery store just after a nuclear war. No one else is around to be seen. We're eating, we're drinking, we're glowing green. I'd like to live with you in a grocery store just after a nuclear war. Everything's there for us to take, or we can just hang out there all day. No one's ever had a night like this. We don't even need a shopping list. I'm so glad that I survived in a post-war grocery store with you by my side. Up and down the aisles, radiating smiles. Ground Zeroes proved to be A full blast nuclear winter shopping spree.
Yeah. Awesome. Let's go to the next three, the last three. Charlie Don't Surf. What's this one about?
Okay, that's another archivist. Like I'm
Ooh.
so lucky that the baker's dozen of like people that know about me happen to own their own labels.
Yeah.
Half of them at least.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. One final word about the Black and Silver collection
sure.
is that it came out on a very diverse label called Weirdo Records out of Massachusetts with someone named Angela, and she was nice enough to put that out on her little like a record store and label in Massachusetts. I forget the name of the town. If anyone knows that, please let me know. Angela Sawyer is her name, and she put that out. And then we did a side project, like a mail art project, where I would record something on my 4-track and send it to her, and she would add it add a track of her own on her Pro Tools. So we'd ping pong it back and forth, and she released it as the Depressed Horns, which is like and she put that out on her label too.
Wow.
and then okay, so then Luigi from Italy, that's the label that I'm currently working with. He was an archivist as well, and put out like this discography of all the bands from that tape trading scene, from all the different labels, and I saw that he actually had physical copies of pretty much everything that I'd ever done. So I was like, how did you do that? And he's like, well, I just, when I was a kid, I would order from the mail order catalogs back in the day from Ajax and all that kind of stuff. And he had pretty much everything from the whole scene. I was like, wow. And he's like, yeah, I had a label for a little bit and then I just stopped. It didn't really go anywhere. And I was like, well, would you be into putting out something of mine? And he's like, yeah, So he put out the only CD release on his label is called Red Book Creation by Goosewind. And then, so that got released, and then he started really corresponding seriously with everybody from the old Pomona Munchies scene and everything. Started putting out records from everybody just about. And then the younger people who are influenced by that kind of DIY kind of music started sending him tapes, and he started putting out so he kind of took over where the old guard left off in the early 90s. So he's been really active and getting some really good stuff heard. The Bingo Trappers is one of his bands that I really like from Scotland. I think there's the ones from Scotland. I might be getting my facts mixed up, but there's some great bands on there as well as the older bands.
So how does it work? Like, you're on the label now, you were saying?
Yeah, I mean, I've been on just Charlie Don't Surf was like a greatest hits kind of thing of 4-track experiments and studio stuff that Thomas and I had recorded over the years, and Ruben and Garrett and Amy and Melinda that was the core group, and so I sent him some new stuff, some new studio stuff, and some old stuff, and compiled like kind of a best of kind of thing and sent it to him, and that was Charlie Don't Surf on the Almost Halloween Time label, and that was like 6 years ago already now. So since then we've been on various compilations and stuff like that. Like The Sounds of Halloween, I think, is the latest one. And
nice.
Yeah.
The Sounds of Halloween.
Or wait, I think I'm getting the name wrong on that one. It's on Discogs. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, Discogs. It's on there. It's like a compilation of a bunch of different bands from that scene and the newer guys.
What about Red Book Creation?
Yeah, that was the CD, first CD
that was that's right.
Yeah, Luigi's.
And then what was it? Space, Time, and
Sex, Death, and Outer Space.
Sex, Death, and Outer Space.
Yeah, in Italian, it's
right.
Marzo.
La Morte e lo Spazio Esterno.
Right. Yeah, and that's more studio stuff that Thomas and I did.
Yeah.
More recently.
This is the one I heard.
Yeah, I like that one.
This one's cool. I love the artwork. Who did the artwork?
Luigi himself. He hand paints all the covers that he sends out. So it's like a specialty kind of label. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And he hand letters everything that he sends out too. So
Really?
it's like a labor of love. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd
Jeez.
take a lot of time.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we have if you hand me that tape there, Melody. This is kind of the aesthetic of, this is a tape on the recycled tape label that's kind of in the vein of the early 90s stuff. And this is a label called Autumn Sounds, run by a guy named Steven Troutman from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And he just kind of, it's in the same kind of thing as he's getting the
Taking a
90s.
picture of it, by the way.
So that's a double album that never got released, that Thomas and I did in, like, let's see, Bastard Squad is one side of it, which is actual studio stuff. We shelved it for some reason. I don't know why, 10 years ago. And then I was just like, this guy, put the word out. He's starting a small tape label, and he's like looking for stuff. So I sent him that. And on the flip side is more like 4-track experimental stuff called Arachnylvania, which is like a spider town. It's like all like, it's like this character called Professor Arachnid that me and my friends got all into this like Halloween kind of music stuff. And
Yeah, I love it.
right.
I freaking love Halloween, man. I don't know what it is. I think it's all the. You ever have you heard of Mount Washington and the weird things that go on up here?
No.
There was like this not a cult, but like this I forget what it's called. It's like some center. It was like spiritual center. It was no denominational church thing. It was just like the spirit center. You can go for like little retreats and stuff. And then they would have like these like Halloween parties. And I used to go as a kid. My grandmother used to take us, and it was
Nice.
like just like people like with legit costumes. Like I thought they were
Right.
real monsters.
Wow.
Just walking around, and
Oh,
it was such a
fun.
trip.
I love Halloween.
Yeah.
To this day, it's my favorite.
Yeah, for
favorite
sure.
Holiday.
Yeah. Do you dress up?
Yeah, I always do. Last year 2 years ago, I was Bjorn Borg, the 70s tennis player. My hair was a little longer.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Right. The guy
Yeah.
that
Didn't they
always
make a
played.
movie about him?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never seen it, but my hair was about the right length, and I just happened upon. I was just like looking around at thrift stores, and I was like, found a white headband, red, white, and blue headband.
yeah.
I was like, oh, this is a natural.
Right.
And then last year, do we hang out? I was Professor Frink from The Simpsons because I
Oh,
just got my
what?
hair cut. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Somewhere in my photos, I've got a photo of that.
No, this is not him. I'm looking at the wrong guy. But anyways,
You go to photos gallery. Okay, she's got it.
photos gal.
Oh yeah, I actually won a costume contest at my work as
Yeah?
Professor Frink. Yeah, I had the.
Nice.
I made some little buck teeth out of like a plastic yogurt top
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
And then and had
Perfect.
the really nerdy glasses.
Oh, great. That's so good.
Yeah.
I was so mad in high school. I dressed up as like the Invisible Man, an idea I got from that time that I went as a kid.
Right.
And so I was the whole thing, like a trench coat and like all wrapped up, and everything like that. It was perfect. And I was in the running to win the contest because there was a Halloween contest. It was like sophomore year in high school. And you know who won? Someone dressed like a picnic table. They were just like a picnic table, and they had like things.
can of mustard and stuff.
They had like little things on them. Like they had their hands out, and then like they were the table. But like if you were looking at it from up top or something, they'd have to lay down to be the table. But like they had like certain items on it, and I guess it was creative. I was so mad. I was like, really, a picnic table? Like mine took so much time and energy. No, not at all. No, it was just like her body. Her face was
that's funny.
nothing. Yeah.
That's funny. Well, it's good to like talk about it and talk it out.
Yeah, I guess so. That is really what this
Halloween
is all
therapy.
about.
This is a Halloween
Therapy. All right, I keep. I haven't done like calling these like little titles, so I might just do that. Halloween therapy.
Right? Hey, that's a good one.
Oh, I wanted to pull out a card. Let me pull out this one.
Right.
Oh, there's a nothing.
Oh,
on the
like at the magic show.
card. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about the magic
Yes,
show.
that was so rad.
Yeah. How fun was that?
That was so rad.
Yeah.
Like in the one that Micah was doing.
Yeah.
Like I could see
His was so good.
it was amazing.
Yeah.
That really close up magic, because you can see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like how was he
Yeah.
doing this?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one that really blew my mind was when the guy that looked like a fellow magician was sitting
Yeah.
next to me, right? And he's kind
Right.
of checking out Micah, what he's got going,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We talked to him afterwards.
Oh, you
but yeah,
did?
Yeah,
Wa-
yeah.
Was he a fellow magician?
He was. He
Okay,
was.
he looked
He's also
like
a
it.
musician too.
Oh, and
Yeah, yeah.
musician. Wow. So I was okay. You know the one where Ishmael was like, is it Ismail or Ishmael?
Ismail.
Ismail.
Yeah.
Ismail was naming whether it was gonna be a black or red card, right?
Right.
That part, right?
Yeah.
So I was sitting next to that one dude, right?
Yeah.
And he was pulling card after card, and I could see the cards
Yeah.
that he was pulling,
Yeah.
right? And
was right.
Ismail named every single one, and then Micah goes, and if you're drawing a blank, just say you're drawing a blank. Right?
Yeah,
that's
that's
what. And
right.
that blank card you pulled remind me of that trick, because I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And all of a sudden, Ismail goes, I'm drawing a blank, and then he flips over a card, and it's a blank card. And Melody was there too. It's like, how did he do that?
That was really cool. So, backstory: we played Satan Fest. I asked to play Satan Fest, and then we also had a magician there, and we were all part of this Facebook group. And the magician sent us a message because he really enjoyed the audience. We were a really good audience, I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
And
sure.
and he said, "Hey, I have like 7 extra free tickets on Monday," which was like he sent us on Friday. He's like, "On
Right.
Monday, if you guys want to go, I'll be there." And we're like, "Fuck yeah! Like, let's go!" And so you went. You took Melody,
Yeah.
Catalina, one of the burlesque dancers, and her boyfriend, and then I took. It was kind of a nice wrap up for us because I took Satan, Kat McNew, and Ismail,
Right.
who did all the artwork and everything for
Right,
Satan
right.
Fest.
Yeah.
So, and it was nice for us to just kind of go. And then we all went and saw Micah, do that close-up magic at the Magic Castle.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And
It's,
you've been there before, I think
No,
you said?
that was my first time.
Was your
there.
first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. You had been
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, special invite. It's such a unique place, huh?
Yeah, it was really cool, and it was fun dressing up because I didn't even own a tie. You know, I was like,
Oh,
we're gonna have to
really?
go get a tie.
Really?
Right? We stopped on the way.
Stop at a Target. just
Yeah,
get, like,
exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what we did.
Just get
yeah.
a-
and they
just
didn't
get a
even
tie
have
real
them. I couldn't see them, and then Melly's like, "Oh, they have like 4 of them."
Yeah. No, I was gonna say Target has yeah, they should have everything.
Right.
I got to tie it for him like we were
Nice.
Melody tied the knot. Melody and I tied the knot.
Tie the knot. Yeah. How
The
cute.
magic knot.
Yeah. Did you guys see I don't think you guys were in that room. There was one guy who, in the sort of bigger room, there was a guy who had he had these 5 cards, and they're all like specific cards, and he gave them out to people in the audience, and he picked each one who each person had, and it was all mixed up, you give that to that person, that person, that person. He was just like, the circle card. You, the square card. You have a triangle. Isma had one of the cards, the
Wow.
wave one, obviously. And we were like, what?
How? Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking about it later. I was like, is it like power of suggestion combined with lots of
Yeah, I
lots
think
of,
that
practice
that's what was
combined with sleight of hand?
Micah's the power of suggestion.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, was it the inflection on how he said red and
Something
black?
was going on.
Because he
yeah.
could have I
I
don't know.
saw the cards the guy was pulling off randomly
Yeah.
off the top, and he was getting one after another, some kind of body language, something.
crazy.
But they didn't know each other. Ismail and Micah did not know each other before that.
It's fantasy. It's all fantasy. I just
That's
pulled up
right.
the fantasy card.
That first thing I think of when I see that word is I've been thinking a lot about H.P. Lovecraft and his. It's been a topic. A workmate of mine went to Providence, Rhode Island, so I recommended, that route, and he was already on it. He's a Lovecraft fan too.
What are you talking about?
There's like a little underground tour kind of thing you can go and see H.P. Lovecraft where he wrote the books that he wrote in
really?
Providence. And then you
Okay.
can see the family resting
I had no idea.
place and
I didn't even
everything.
know. Honestly, I didn't even know H.P. Lovecraft was an American. That's how dumb I am.
Oh right, no,
Yeah.
he was heavily influenced by some of the Lord Dunsany and some of the English fantasy stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, he was an American. Yeah, definitely.
I
And
don't know why I was thinking he was a British guy. Yeah,
because he
like you said-
writes like he is, because
Yeah.
he uses antiquated. Well, he was really into
American writer of weird fiction and horror fiction. Born in
Right.
Providence, Rhode Island.
Uh-huh. And I saw the burial plot, the family.
Yeah.
Me and my my ex-wife had a barbecue there at his gravesite and everything. And
You can do that?
Well, we did. We didn't ask permission. But we did.
Damn.
And we didn't get chased out or anything. It was a really nice place.
Still a goth.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it was a place called Swan Point Cemetery. It was just gorgeous. It's overlooking the bay there, in
Yeah.
Providence, and it was really nice. And they had just redone all the asphalt and stuff, so the surface was really smooth because I had a skateboard and my daughter was like 2, so we just skated on the longboard. I know, like over the hills, like the Swan Point Cemetery. We just had so much fun. You didn't have to worry about cars or anything like that.
Right.
But those are some of my memories of that trip, and it's kind of a pilgrimage to see the H.P. Lovecraft tour.
Yeah. What
which
was
we
your,
did on our own.
I can't think of. Oh yeah, Swan Point Cemetery, resting place.
Yeah.
What was your what's your favorite story of his or stories?
Oh, I like the Cats of Ulthar is one of my favorites.
Which one is that one about?
Where this old couple kidnap this kid's best friend who's a kitten, and they kill the kitten, and so it's a traveling. The kid is his family's traveling gypsies, and they know magic, and so
of course
the kid's so upset that he calls upon the dark forces, and the couple that killed his cat are like forever tortured,
Nice.
And so in Ulthar it is forbidden to harm a cat, and I like that story a lot.
I see.
Because he himself was a cat person, and I'm a cat. I'm a cat.
You're
person.
a cat person?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Absolutely love them.
Do you have
They're
cats?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How many
I have
cats do you have?
Vela Lugosi.
Yeah.
With a V, it's short for Velcro, because when she was a kitten, she would cling on to everything like
that's
Velcro.
cute. Yeah.
And she's still just a knucklehead. She's so funny, and she's just into everything. Is always up to play and always up for adventure. She likes to be chased around the house so she can show how clever she is, where in her secret hiding places.
Super long legs.
Oh,
She can literally stretch and see what's on the dining room table, which is like this high.
Right. Wow.
She's really funny. And then I have a cat named Marilyn, I have a daughter named Kat. So Kat, who named Marilyn when I brought her home because she looked so glamorous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marilyn's a really beautiful cat.
Yeah.
Silver tabby. And then Vela is a tuxedo cat, like black and white, black with the white vest, which is my favorite kind of cat.
That was, man, our cat was so before OJ, we sort of adopted him. He was my uncle's. My uncle moved out and he couldn't have a cat anymore, so we took him on. He's 19, kind of like his retirement home. But before OJ, we had Dexter, who was a tuxedo cat, and he was the coolest fucking cat.
Yeah,
ever.
Really smart.
I loved this cat so much, and he passed away, unfortunately. Yeah, he was like 11 years old.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, he was crazy. So we had these, we always had female cats, and they're always like super sweet and nice. And I remember, our other cat had died. This was maybe 12 years ago, I guess now. And, friend was like, "Oh, we're getting rid of a bunch of cats." We're like, "Perfect. We'd love to go," because their 2 cats had kittens, obviously. And there was 2 cats left, and there was this like girl cat who was like looking up at us, was all super cute, and just like, like kind of meowing at us. We're like, "Oh wow, really cute." And then Dexter was like on a bookshelf, like going through the books and like scrambling through, like dropping books off. We're like, no, we want that cat.
Yeah,
and he was so cool. So we took him.
Cool.
Yeah, and then he was just always like an insane person. Because we're up on the hill, how we walked up. This room right here, the cat like jumped out like when he was a kitten to my sister just to like say hello or something, and just like hurt himself
to show he could.
Yeah, to show he could, I guess. He was crazy. I
had a
him.
Tuxedo cat. My first cat that I owned was a tuxedo cat.
Yeah.
Named Soy Sauce, who my buddy Thomas helped kind of deliver, because Soy Sauce's mom was an idiot and didn't understand what was happening, I think, when she was like giving birth, and the Soy Sauce was kind of stuck, the first of the litter,
Oh,
like
shoot.
for a long time, for way too long. So Thomas finally was like, something's wrong. So
Yeah.
he goes in, and I was at work at the time. He told me the story later, and he pulls Soy Sauce out, and then the other two come tumbling out, right? And so,
The heck?
yeah, it was a really funny story. And so Soy
Weird.
Sauce and I just bonded right away. She was the first, cat that I owned. And she was a nut, just like what you're talking about with your
Yeah.
Tux cat. Like, she would make her living. Like, we didn't have to feed her that much because at that time we moved from Claremont to the mountains in Running Springs.
Yeah.
She could pretty much make a living, like on birds and whatever, chipmunks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we'd find all kinds of things that were sizable sometimes, One time she dragged a duck, a full-grown duck, all the way from the lake that was near our house. It was still somewhat alive and flapping around, so that her
Oh my
kittens could learn how to
How to
to stalk,
Yeah.
to find
Amazing.
live prey. How did she do that? The
Frickin'
duck was
nature.
weighed at least twice as much
Yeah.
as my cat.
Wow.
Soy Sauce. She was a little cat, but she was a warrior. She was so funny.
That's so
she
awesome.
She was great.
Yeah, cats are ruthless.
Oh yeah, they were so funny. And
Yeah.
so smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're a lot smarter than. I think scientists or some science thing. I don't know. I'm not smart, but I did read something that said that cats are smart. They just don't care to like do certain things, and like
Yeah.
dogs, because a lot of dogs
Dogs like to show how.
like to
smart
show how smart they
Yeah.
are, whereas cats just
Cats are like,
don't
"Whatever."
care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just like, I know it. And
Yeah.
If you care to get to know me, then you'll know it too.
Right.
They
Well,
got their own motivations.
I was gonna say, why don't you play a couple other more songs? We still got we have a little bit of time.
Sure.
Running,
Would it be
so-
better if I position the mic a little
No,
bit
I was gonna
down?
say you're good for the
Okay.
vocals. Actually, yeah, maybe just move it back a little. I'll do
Okay.
it for you.
Okay, cool. So I
That
feel like I'm.
That should be good.
There we go. And then should I move this down just a little bit?
No,
like-
this will pick up your
Oh, okay,
guitar, and
okay,
that'll
cool.
pick up your voice. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just sing towards the. So yeah, I think it's time to plug the S. The S band
Oh, of course.
is a project that Rich Jones, who's also plays at Cafe Nila, plugging Cafe Nila at the same time too. Greatest club since Munchies and Pomona, where everyone's just so cool and down to earth. And Dave, who runs the place, is just really cool. He can just it's rare to get to talk to the owner of a venue and
Yeah.
just like be cool, he's very nice, and the people that run the sound, everyone involved is really nice. So anyways, Rich, this is going back a few years. Rich and I met in the late 80s at Occidental College. We started playing music, not in the same band, but in separate bands in the Occidental music scene, which there was one, even being such a tiny school. There was a lot of artists and musicians there, and that was really fun. And so we always had it in the back of our minds that eventually we might be in a band together. So then he traveled to Japan for a while, where he met his lovely wife, Akiko. Got to pronounce it right. And then so when he came back 10 years later, we started talking about making some kind of music project, and we started just jamming, casually. And then I met someone named Jill Barron from the Pomona music scene, and we started like jamming together and writing songs. And next thing you know, we're playing shows together with John Collinson, who's drummer from the Cafe Nila, and he also went to Occidental College on drums. Everyone's so related. And Jerry Shia, who books shows for Nila, went to Occidental with us too. So
Damn,
so
really?
it's- yeah. And Elizabeth Bailey, who did the cover art, also went to Occidental College with
Oh my
us.
God.
So it's like we all know each other from
It's all-
those
it's
days.
all
and
local.
It all comes around. Yeah, exactly.
Weird.
And so anyways, we just started. There's Jill right there
Right.
next to me, and
I don't know how old you are, but did you go when Barack Obama went?
to Occidental.
Yeah.
No, he is like
I
in
think
the
he's
70s.
like a low-
I think.
yeah,
I
no,
think it's in
kidding.
the late 70s that he went. Yeah. And I was in the early 90s and late
Right. I was gonna say.
80s. Yeah.
But I was like, he's young, but then I was like, wait, no, that was years ago. He's like a lot older now. I still think he's like, yeah, in his like 50s or something. But no, he's
Right.
not.
Right. Yeah, he's a little bit older
Yeah.
than our generation. But so anyways, yeah, we started playing shows, and we didn't have a band name. So we were like, if we're gonna play shows, we need a band name. So Rich suggested Sssss. the correct pronunciation is Sssss.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, because the exclamation point at the end and the capital letter at the beginning. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. But anyways, so yeah, we played a bunch of shows locally, and it's named after. If Rich, yeah, he'll probably explain it in more detail. There's a movie of that name with Dirk Benedict from Battlestar Galactica. It's as a professor who like turns into a snake. I've never actually seen the whole movie. We tried to watch it as a band a couple times, but yeah, it's kind of hard to party and pay attention to a movie so I haven't actually seen the movie, seen parts of it. Like the psychedelic part where he's like turning into a snake for the first time or something like that.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Really cheesy, great special effects from the 70s.
Yeah.
It was great. So anyways, yeah, we've been playing a lot of shows and played a couple shows with Blake and Twisted Black Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'm going to play something that I wrote recently for, it's not on this album, but it's going to be on the next album. We just started recording the demos. So let's see, should I start with Santa Fe? Songs for Melody. Other one. That stingray stung in Monterey. Hey bud, what's your problem? Sky's gray over Mission Bay. Hey there, cute girl, you got the staring problem. Let's roll away on the Santa Fe. It's got a sliding door and no clock. We came across a flooded valley. She said it looked like a pool of diamond ink. Brought to you by Rand McNally. She pulled me up right through her diamond sink. We gotta get away from the Santa Fe. We need a door with a lock. I don't care what games folks play. I know Pomona girls rock. Everybody gone while the ribbons have flown to the hills of San Badoo. Give me a week and a kiss on the cheek and I'll roll right back to you. Leave me alone, that lady crane, I can't handle this alone. Gotta find a way by the end of the day and send that Ken doll home. Home, doggy mosh pit. Home, round and round. Home, silver starfish. Home, in a seahorse town. So let's say everybody gone, roots have flown to the hills of San Badoo. Give me a week and a kiss on the cheek and I'll roll right back to you. But leave me alone, that lady crane, I can't handle this alone. Gotta find a way by the end of the day and send that Ken doll home. Home, doggy mosh pit. Home, round and round. Home, I'm a silver starfish. Home in a seahorse town.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, awesome, man. That's a new one?
Yeah, that's a more recent one
Cool.
that I wrote. Yeah. So we're kind of doing like a mix of, I do all the like kind of hillbilly twangy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rich does the more proggy metal stuff.
Right.
So we kind of meet halfway.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's kind of what you guys do.
Yeah, and then Jerry the drummer, now we've got a three-pronged attack because Jerry the drummer is now writing. And so he does more of the dancey goth post-punk stuff.
Oh, fun.
And punk. He's a very good punk drummer too.
Yeah.
So it's like you can hear on the we go into like a, like a more punk beat. Because that's my other favorite kind of music.
Oh, sure.
And so it's a mix of all those styles, and we kind of meet in the middle. and Akiko is starting to sing. She
Oh,
plays,
dang.
yeah, because Jill's left the band,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but she's in a side project called Bavaria, which is her main project now, which is doing well. We're going to see them on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, bring
So-
it up to your. Yeah, you can bring it over.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Too far away.
Yeah.
So Jill's in a band called Bavaria, who we're going to see play on Sunday.
Okay, you guys
And-
are still friends. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah. No,
okay,
she's totally cool. Yeah, she just had other things going on.
Yeah.
And but she's totally cool. And so Jerry's writing songs now. Akiko is starting to play. She plays bass and keyboards. She's actually a classically trained pianist,
Wow.
but she mostly plays bass because our first bass player was a session guy who made it clear he was not in. He was just in for the recording this first album, half of it,
Right.
and he was not going to be a permanent
Yeah,
member.
yeah.
But he's very good jazz player named Joe Dean. So Akiko wasn't even in the band yet, right? And Rich is like, well, she plays she's got really good timing, so we can start working her in on bass, right? And we're like, yeah, we know how that goes. And lo and behold, she was awesome.
Yeah.
She's right on. She's the
yeah,
glue that
she's-
keeps
yeah.
us together.
Yeah. No. She's awesome.
Yeah, Rich and I have very different styles, and keeps us all glued together with her amazing
Keeps the
bass
train
playing.
going,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So yeah, we're having a really good time, and we're playing at the Pasadena, the old town pub. in
Yeah.
Pasadena.
I'm gonna try and make that one.
Oh,
yeah, you
cool,
guys are
that'd be
going
great.
late, so.
Yeah, we're playing last apparently.
No, perfect.
Yeah.
That actually works out for me.
Okay.
I
cool.
usually have band practice like every night, so if it's after 10, I'm like, cool, I can probably see it.
Great.
Yeah.
It's the 14th of August.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Old Town Pasadena pub, and I know it's hard to get to. It's hard for me to do because I have to work, 7 o'clock in the morning the next morning.
Yeah. What time? Well, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, that's the time I get up. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit.
No, yeah,
I have
that's
to be at
okay.
work by 8:30. But still, I'm totally do that to gig at that place. It's a cool place.
Yeah.
And so that's
Cool. That's Wednesday night. That's rehearsal night.
Right.
So I'll be out after.
excellent. I think we play at 11. I've heard that we play at 10, and I heard we play at 11. But on the invite, it's 11 on the event page.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure that's what time it is.
Yeah.
And the other bands look really cool too. I've never heard of them, but they checked out their music a little bit, and they're
I think I have
pretty
heard of
fun.
them. Let's see who you were playing with. I was gonna say we didn't meet through or I don't know if I'm saying that right.
You said it perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
But we met through it was called your other project, which isn't called this anymore. Bowling
right.
Green Massacre.
The Bowling Green Massacre.
Yeah. Whatever
Right.
happened to what were you guys called after that?
Social Q. We became known as Social
Social
Q
Q,
in the
that's
Long
right.
Beach scene. Yeah. in
Yeah.
Long Beach. We only played a few shows. I think all the shows we played were at D Piazzas in Long Beach.
Right.
And Tina, the bass player, and Amber, the singer, moved up to Northern California to Redding. So that was kind of the end of that.
I see.
However, Jen, who you met that night at that place in Whittier, where Mango Napalm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something. It had an animal in the title of it. I can't remember, a cat name or something, or a monkey name or dragon monkey or something. That club in Whittier that we
Yeah.
played.
I can't remember.
Something
It's
weird.
like the only time we
Or
played
a
there.
reptile name, something, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mango Napalm was your band, and Bowling Green Massacre was my band. That was the first time that we actually met.
Yeah.
And you guys did that cover of that, like a record spinning round and round.
Oh yeah.
That blew my
You
mind.
Spin
That's
me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Yeah, people love that fucking song.
Yeah.
I remember this one feller. He would come out to shows. He was a huge perv. He'd like only go out to see shows where like if there was a chick in the band
Uh-huh.
and just like film them. Really
Right.
weird, but whatever. But he would come to our shows.
Uh-huh.
And then like he would just sit down, like kind of watch. But then right when that song started, he would like come out, like put his camera up and like film it. We're like, all right, cool. Like we must be getting some sort of reaction. Like
That's awesome. That song
Yeah.
means so many things to so many people. And in San Pedro, there was a guy that would literally circle the block with that song, just that song, no other 80s or any other song, just that song, and just go around the block with this really loud stereo at 3 in the morning. You know,
Oh,
I'd hear him
weird.
every night. Yeah, every night between 1 and 3. You spin me right. And I was like, is that his thing or something? His shtick to like go around the block like a
Yeah.
record, you know?
All right.
So that was around the time that you guys played it. So I was like, whoa, this song's going deep. This song's got some roots.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Oh, we just liked it. That was
That's a
that was
great song.
Luis's. Yeah.
Catchy as
Yeah,
hell.
totally.
Yeah, and you guys, man, I like the sense of humor that you guys, the stage presence that you
Yeah.
guys bring to the, and you have good music and a real stage presence, sense of humor.
Try
it's really
to.
fun.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that stuff too. And in Goosewind, we always had skits going on. You know?
Right. Okay. Yeah. I was
with-
gonna.
One of them was
We talked. I
came
remember
in-
us talking about that.
Right, we
yeah.
could come up with some kind of visual gag of some kind, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Thomas was the best at that stuff, right?
Mhm.
With us, the focus is all music, but
Mhm.
I would like to bring some of those ideas back because I remember one we played at the Haven, which in Pomona, and so I come in like dressed as a golfer, right? And I hit a golf ball onto the stage, and I walk up with my club and go, "It's just a wiffle ball, right? Did it look like
Yeah.
a real golf
yeah,
ball?"
Yeah.
And so I hit it up on the stage, and then I walk up and go, "Anyone see my ball?" Right? And then they go, "Yeah, it's right there." And I go, "Oh, thanks." And then I take a big swing and hit the ball right at the audience. And
Yeah.
think it's a real golf ball. And they're just like,
Right.
fuck?
Oh no.
it's just a wiffle ball, and then we can come on. And
That's
so we were
great.
known for, that's just the one I can think of off the top of my head. But we'd always have some kind of prank.
Right.
So
We did something like that early on where we played the show in our backyard, and we had a sign on a bucket that was always on stage the whole night. It said blood, and then like towards the middle of the song we like picked it up and like threw it to the audience, and everyone was like, no, but it was just glitter,
Right.
of course. Yeah. It was silly.
Satan Fest, you guys did the sweat loaf.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was just like at the last minute. Where it's like, gotta know how to play that riff. I'm gonna plug this bit.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a line from. This is one of the other like very first songs I heard on the radio in the punk rock vein was "Sweat Loaf" by the Butthole Surfers. It's basically a cover of "Sweet Leaf" by Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
But it has
okay.
that great start where it goes, "Daddy, yes, son.
Yeah.
What does regret mean?" "Well, son, funny thing about regret is it's better to regret something you have done than to regret something you haven't done. By the way, if you see your mom this weekend, be sure and tell her, Satan, Satan, Satan." All right now. Yeah, and then it goes into
That's great.
that weird
Yeah.
that weird Butthole Surfers cover where I'll Give You sings and the whole thing is Wings of Desire. Wings, wings, wings of desire,
Weird.
wings of desire.
Oh, I've heard this song. Yeah.
Wings,
yeah.
wings of desire. So yeah, I was like, we got to incorporate saying Satan loudly some way.
Right.
So I was like, so Jerry played the part of. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Melody. I guess we still
You
do
actually
some
did
gags
do
sometimes.
something, yeah. I totally missed that. I think I was giving water to the cook at that moment. It's hard running a show because
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
see all the bands, but I also have to
You got responsibilities.
Yeah,
You were
responsibilities.
running all over the place.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you at the Magic Castle. It was like, doing all right? Because
Yeah.
I saw how much work and effort you
Yeah.
put into it.
No,
making
that's
sure
why
everything-
it was kind of a nice like cap to that whole thing. We could just like
Right.
relax and enjoy some magic.
Yeah, it was like a rap party.
Yeah,
Like a-
really.
like
Yeah,
an
it really
intimate
was.
Rap party.
Yeah.
That place was amazing. So I guess we all got invites to bring some even more people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring some coworkers, I think, from my
Perfect.
work who are totally cool, and
Yeah.
see if we can go on a night when Mike is doing the close-up
Yeah.
magic. Because I was describing it to my coworkers. It is hard to describe what we
Right.
saw.
Right.
You know,
right,
they're
right.
like, yeah, card tricks, big deal. No, these were not
No,
just
you
card
have
tricks.
to see it. Yeah.
You got to see this.
What's
stuff.
cool about Micah too is that like what I haven't seen, his whole thing, I don't want to call it a shtick, but his like, because everyone has their own sort of take on magic.
Yeah.
And his sort of thing is that like I'm not the magician, you're
It's your
doing the
show.
magic. It's
Ismail
your show. Yeah,
Ismail
show. Yeah.
Ismail show.
Yeah, when Ismail
He's giving
he was
Ismail
doing
the
it.
credit for
Right, for
for
all the
pulling
things
all
that he's
these
doing.
amazing
Yeah,
things off.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is so fun.
It was great. It made
Yeah.
everyone feel involved in it.
Yeah.
We started chanting, Ismail show.
Yeah,
Ismail
exactly.
show. And yeah, he really knows how to make people feel a part of the experience.
Yeah.
So that was really
Yeah, and he's
fun.
hilarious. And he was great at
Very
Satan
funny
Fest. Yeah. I'll have him back probably.
Excellent.
Hopefully.
Is there going to be a Satan Fest 7?
Oh, definitely.
All right,
So
looks
it's
like
we might call it Heaven Fest because it's 7, but then really it's gonna be Satan's gonna like come
Right.
out. We'll see. That's it. That's the time.
the grain of sand just dropped.
The grain of sand drop. Well, thank you, Rick Goosewind, for being my guest this week.
Thank you,
And,
Blake Dedlie.
No problem.
Deadly hour.
Thanks, Melody, for being here. Moral support. All right. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.